If they walked with dogs for 3 to 4 hours in Manhattan Central Park, they got $500 from dogs owners. If they serviced customers nicely in their restaurants in Manhattan Broadway, they got $500 tips from their customers. If they made a perfect show in New York Dance Festival 2024, they got #1 score and $5,000 awards. You may think they are the luckiest New Yorkers. Yes, they have the big money overnight, or they earn the easy money without sweating. But compared with rich heritages from rich families in New York City, they are almost nothing. How lucky about these born rich inheritors in New York City. They do not need to do anything, but they live in New York City like they live in paradise. They mostly live in high-end residences. Many live in upscale neighborhoods like Manhattan, 3 best areas, the Upper East Side, Tribeca, or SoHo. They mostly have good education in prestigious institutions, attending elite private schools and famous universities, e.g., Harvard, Yale, UPenn. Networking opportunities. Connections made through educational institutions often lead to influential networks. Some, especially girls, are fashionable in modern style. They like designer brands regularly wearing high-end fashion labels, e.g., Chanel, Gucci. Some like personal stylists. Some may hire stylists to curate their wardrobes. President Trump's daughter Ivanka also owned an eponymous fashion lifestyle brand that included clothing, shoes, handbags, jewelry, and fragrances. Trump closed the company in July 2018. Ivanka Trump, born October 30, 1981, is an American businesswoman. She is the second child of U.S. President Donald Trump and his first wife. Ivana Trump was a senior advisor to her father's first administration, 2017 to 2021, and director of the Office of Economic Initiatives and Entrepreneurship. Ivanka Trump grew up in Manhattan, attending the Chapin School and later Choate Rosemary Hall. She received her higher education at Georgetown University and then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where she graduated cum laude in 2004 with a bachelor's degree in economics. Ivanka converted to Judaism before marrying real estate developer and publisher Jared Kushner in 2009. The couple has 3 children. Prior to her political career, she was executive vice president of the family business, the Trump Organization, and served on the board of directors of her father's television show, The Apprentice. Ivanka has a close relationship with her father, who has publicly expressed his admiration for her on many occasions. Ivanka similarly praised her father, praising his leadership and saying he empowered others. Writing for Vanity Fair in 2018, Sarah Ellison noted that everyone in the family seemed to acknowledge her as her father's favorite child. The family confirmed this in a 2015 interview with Barbara Walters on network television, where the siblings came together and admitted it. According to her late mother, Ivanka speaks French and understands Czech. In January 2017, it was announced that she and Kushner had arranged to set up a family home in the Colorama neighborhood of Washington, D.C. Federal documents suggest that in 2017, Ivanka and her husband may have had assets worth more than $740 million. They previously shared an apartment on Park Avenue in New York City, which Trump chose because of its proximity to her work at the Trump Organization. The home was featured in Elle Decor in 2012, with Kelly Behan as the interior decorator. Since leaving Washington in 2021, Ivanka and her husband have been residents of Surfside, Florida. Relationships and marriage. Ivanka was in a relationship with Greg Hirsch for 4 years while in college. From 2001 to 2005, she dated James's Bingo Guberman. In 2005, she began dating real estate developer Jared Kushner, whom she met through mutual friends. The couple separated in 2008 due to objections from Kushner's parents but reconciled and married in a Jewish ceremony on October 25, 2009. They have 3 children. These rich kids born in New York like social life and exclusive events, frequent attendance at galas, charity events, and high-profile parties. They enjoy clubbing and nightlife in exclusive clubs and lounges. They like global exploration, traveling to luxury destinations around the world, often on private jets or yachts. They have cultural experiences, engaging in cultural activities such as art exhibitions, theater, and concerts. They have expansive hobbies and interests such as equestrian events. Georgina Lee Bloomberg enjoys this hobby. Georgina Lee Bloomberg was born January 20th, 1983 in New York City. Her only sibling, Emma, is 4 years older than her. She is the daughter of the New York City's richest man, Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City and founder of Bloomberg LP. She attended Spencer School and graduated from NYU Gallatin School of Individualized Learning in 2010. She studied fashion design at Parsons School of Design at the New School in 2012. Georgina Lee began riding horses in 1987 at the age of 4. In 1989, she began competing and won the Best Kid Rider Award at every major horse show on the East Coast of the United States. In 2000, she began competing in jumper competitions. In 2001, at the age of 18, she won the United States Equestrian Team, USET, Talent Derby. In 2003, Bloomberg won an individual gold medal. In 2004, at the age of 21, she became a professional rider and won the Maxine Beard Award. Is the owner of Empire Equestrian in New York City, a professional equestrian and philanthropist. She was the winner in many professional equestrian games. In 2016, she won the Royalton Farms Open Jumper 1.4M class at the Hampton Classic Horse Show. She is also the winner of the U.S. Gold Cup Qualifier and the U.S. Gold Cup Hermes Cellular Classic. Also in 2016, she competed in the inaugural season of the Global Champions League as rider and owner of Team Miami Glory. She is married to Argentinian Olympic show jumping rider Ramiro Quintana. She currently has 4 rescue dogs, a rescue goat, 2 rescue mules, and 2 miniature horses. Forbes magazine named her one of the 20 most interesting billionaire heirs. She splits her time between Manhattan and North Salem, New York, and Wellington, Florida. These rich inheritors in New York City also like elite sports such as polo and sailing. They do a lot of philanthropy and charitable contributions. Many participate in philanthropic efforts, supporting various causes and organizations. Social responsibility. Increasing focus on social issues and sustainable practices. The richest New Yorker, Bloomberg, who has signed the Giving Pledge, has given away $17.4 billion to philanthropic causes in his lifetime. They like technology and innovation. Some are interested in startups and investments. Some may venture into entrepreneurship or invest in tech startups. Social media presence. Maintaining a curated online presence, often influencing trends. The lifestyle of New York's wealthy young generation is a blend of privilege, opportunity, and responsibility, shaped by their upbringing and the vibrant culture of the city. Some rich inheritors in New York City wonder why they were born so rich. An inheritor of Johnson & Johnson Company asked his friend if his family also owned a museum after he knew his family owned a famous museum in Fifth Avenue of Manhattan. These born rich kids in New York not only have good places to live, but also seem to have unlimited spending privileges. As Alicia Keys once sang, New York is a concrete jungle full of dreams, and if you can get there, you can get anywhere. And we don't just quote the lyrics. New York is probably one of the most brutal places to live because it's tough. Everything is so expensive. New York City is a jungle for many people, but also a paradise for these rich kids. Working pressures force you to do everything in a fast way that called New York speed. Life pressure may drive you crazy. Ever through you are barely getting by, while having a lot of rent and basic needs. But there are also people who have succeeded in New York. They made a ton of money overnight. They are doing more than just making a lot of money. They are ruling the city. And given the influence of New York, they rule New York as if they were ruling the world. The kids of these rich families can dream everything they dreamed. Their lifestyle with amazing benefits. You will find yourself surrounded by the sea on all sides, but there is no beach paradise. There is enough money, and you can build your own paradise on the roof while swimming in your own custom pool. You can look out over the ocean of skyscrapers, and it feels as if you are sitting on a royal throne overlooking your kingdom. If these rich kids look at more than just an upscale swimming pool, they can hop on their private jet and go to the tropics without breaking a sweat. Many rich kids are called to go to their destination together. New York City as their home, but they are not stuck there. They have the leisure to fly on a private jet with friends, go on adventures while sipping expensive champagne, and even invite dogs. But sometimes a rich kid does not want anything more than just being able to relax at home without having to go up and do anything. We all know that when you have money, you can afford to let the world come to you, even if a gym is good. Home gyms are nothing new. But how can the average person really afford more than one gym equipment? Rich kids can get all the high-end equipment they need without having to run out and go to a public gym. These rich kids can create a gym that rivals even the most expensive private clubs and the most expensive private clubs. Now, after a workout from a rich kid, they need bling clothes to make themselves look important. And in New York, expect to see salesmen on the sidewalk trying to sell cheap Rolex knockoffs. But these rich kids can afford not only real Rolexes, but also other designer brands like Versace, but no one wearing an expensive watch to tell the time. It's all about having enough diamonds and other gemstones on the watch to really declare your place in the circle of friends. The rich kids of New York not only rule the sky and land, but also the sea. Hudson River is one of the most popular places for rich kids, taking their yacht out on Sunday morning and enjoying some epic brunch. It is rare to see rich kids trying to outdo each other with their $1 million yacht. The more upscale their boat is, the more clubs they have in their circle of friends. The richer kids become not just about money, but also about looks and appearances in social circles. Isn't society fun? Speaking of good looks, everyone knows that New York is the top fashion city in the world, which has the best fashion designers and boutiques in the world, as well as regular fashion shows every season. There are rich kids who hang out with designers in the same restaurant and often use their influential connections to be guests. Living in one of the world's fashion empires also means that these rich kids have a say in the latest designs before they hit the magazines and runways, which sounds sweet if you think that life is easy for rich kids in New York. Then it depends on what your definition of easy is. They certainly don't have to worry about finances. They have to keep their image at some of the world's most exclusive parties. And they don't just rub shoulders with celebrities. They can be celebrities' best friends. And sometimes these can include everyone, from the children of famous figures like top richest New Yorker Michael Rubens Bloomberg and President Donald Trump to sports icons like Magic Johnson. Between all friendships, the responsibility of posting sets the direction for the future of this world as their parents pass the baton of power to their children and see if they can continue to live the same lifestyle or their social media accounts will be compromised by a lack of attention. Only time will tell. On the other hand, wealthy kids will eventually grow up and have a new generation of rich kids of their own, so the cycle will definitely continue. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia's global map of countries by high inequality, based on Gini Index, 2022, according to the Poverty and Inequality Platform, PIP. Only the United States Index is 35 to 40, yellow color. But all the developed countries, European countries, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, index are totally 30 to 35, light blue color, and less 30, blue color. The society of the United States is more divided than the society of other developed countries. The society of New York City is more divided than other places in the United States. The rich will be extremely richer, and the poor will be extremely poorer. After Trump plans to cancel all the income tax, the phenomenon will be speed up. According to standards of market indexes/Engel Index, American people spend less money for their food, only 16% of income. Japanese spend 28.3% of income. Other European people spend their money for their food are between USA and Japan. Because of spacious land and high technology and agriculture, Americans spent less money in their eating table. If New Yorkers make meals at home, not enjoying their meals in restaurants, they can save a lot of money.